obviously after the Bahamas and then the tough game against Wisconsin and then Georgetown. They put a lot of energy out and were fighting until the end. And came out today and I was proud of them. They had to play a lot of minutes. A lot of that attributes to Colgate. I thought Colgate did a really good job, moving the ball, making us work on every possession, and it was unbelievable from the three-point line. And these guys kept battling, moving the ball, listening in timeouts, executing really well. But obviously, recipe for Syracuse zone is not a team that can hit 10 threes. That's something that we have to really improve on, as well as rebounding. I thought, and a lot of these are energy plays, and especially when you're playing teams that shoot 28 three-pointers, there's going to be a lot of long rebounds, a lot of hustle rebounds, and they beat us to those balls today. But when we did have opportunities, I thought we moved the ball exceptionally well and got really good shots. But I got to tip my hat to Colgate, Matty Langle, Coach Langle. I have a lot of respect for. He had his team ready to play, and I thought they played exceptionally well. They shot the ball well.
Malachi hit a few early, but he's been struggling before last couple games. What's it do for maybe him and you guys when he does hit those early?
Well, I think it was just really good that we were able to get into flow, and obviously, 33-point shots is a lot of 3-point shots, and you have to make 14 when you do it. But these guys, I thought, confidence-wise, I don't think they don't lack confidence. Malachi's got like the GMAC effect. GMAC, if he missed 9, he felt like he was making the next 9, and that's the type of shooters that you want. You want the guys that, if they're open, they're going to knock it down. I thought Mike Benajay, stepped up, made some great plays. With 6 assists, not only was it his shooting, but he moved the ball. He made some plays today. But we need tomorrow. We need tomorrow. We need these days in prep before we go to St. John's to recover a little bit, to watch a little bit of tape, and as we move forward, get better.
Mike, so many guys get into this profession and never get their first official win. Is there any feeling or emotion to it for you? You know what?
I just want to get these guys better. This has never been about me. I'm happy for the guys that we won after losing 2 in a row. I'm happy that I get an opportunity to represent this great university and those kids. And, as a teacher, educator, coach, all we're trying to do is we're trying to get them better. I was a little, trying to get some of the young guys in the game. Just wasn't happening. There wasn't enough energy from them, which I thought that they would bring. So we got a lot of work to do. So, we won the game tonight. I'm happy for that. But we need to get a lot better, especially what we're about to face. And it's our job in these next 7 games to give Coach Bayham a better team as when he gave it. Or it's not going to be good if he doesn't. The father comes back and he says, "What did you do? I gave you the keys to my Bentley, and look what you did. You left the Doritos in the back and you didn't wash them."
Mike, how could you
Doritos. Everybody's laughing at Doritos.
How good has Mike Benajay been this year, and how important has he been for you guys?
I mean, he's arguably he's got to be a Player of the Year candidate, not only in the ACC but the country. And I know this, standing up there now as a coach, I'm learning a lot. But I do know this: when you have a Mike Benajay on your team, playing at the level he's playing, and the shots that he makes, you kind of sit there and go, in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Because that kid is playing, he passes, he makes plays, he gets the defense going, he's high character, he plays great defense. That kid does not stop. So, to have a kid like that, it makes you a lot more confident and more comfortable as a coach, no question.
As you get closer to conference play, is there maybe an increased urgency that these rebounding games, like especially the last 3 games, might catch up to you at some point against bigger teams?
Well, there's no question about that. And, I put DC in. DC played 20 minutes today. I think he played 21 against Georgetown. That's what we're going to have to see. I think Tyler Roberson, having a bigger lineup out there at some points, I think you'll see as we move forward. But every decision that we make is going to be a decision made to win that game. And everything changes. If it's scoring, sometimes you're sitting there and you go, maybe your threes will be more than their twos, or the decisions that are being made. But we have people that we can put in those positions based on the situation of the game at the time.
What did you think of the defense's response after Colgate kind of jumped out to that quick lead?
At the end of the day, another thing that I learned is, it's a long game and there's multiple plays, and you never have to panic. You just get these guys focused. Obviously, we strive for perfection with our program, and when we coach and teach and practice, but obviously you're going to make mistakes and there's going to be breakdowns, mental breakdowns. They're kids. But we're just trying to correct them, get them out there, and focus on the next one, because a lot of these teams, when you're playing teams that have great shooters that space you out, and they got 4 and 5 guys and they're good passers, it was a little bit like Wisconsin. Every guy pump fake, pass, get in the lane, kick. Guys are scrambling all over the place. Those are hard teams versus a zone, and you have to have energy, you have to have focus, and you have to know where those top shooters are at all times, and that's a hard thing to do over 40 minutes.
Coach, you saw Mike Malachi shoot the ball well tonight, but he also drove to the lane a little bit. What kind of element does that add to your team's offense?
Well, I think that was one of the things. If I look at this number and I say 14 for 30, obviously that's a lot. But I thought that we tried to focus on attacking a little bit more in the second half. They're small, they're switching on everything. We try to utilize, made a couple great passes to Daewon Coleman. The guys executed, they switched on Tyler Lyde and DC Flash. We got a high-low. There were some really good things where you have to utilize that. But we have to mix it up. We have to be able to take it on the bounce and attack. As we move forward, the teams that are going to switch and keep you in front, you got to be able to get to the basket. So it's a big benefit when Mike Benachet's getting to the basket as well. 6 assists.
Daewon Coleman had played 20 minutes tonight. Do you feel like his game has improved since the start of the year?
Yeah, at the end of the day, trying to get them prepared because of the bigger teams. He's got to be in there. Coach was mentioning it before we went down to Georgetown that he's got to be a guy who can give you great minutes, and every game's going to be different. I felt tonight that I went up to him. I said, "Dude, I got they're out rebounding us." And sometimes you can get very perimeter oriented, especially with Tyler Lyde picking and popping rather than picking and diving and getting in those areas. And I thought DC did a really good job tonight. He's got to rebound better, but he did a good job with his physicality.
Looking ahead, last year St. John's really packed it in against you guys, and they kind of have a similar shot blocker. I think he's averaging like 4 blocks per game right now. Can teams still play you guys like that with the way you're made up this year compared to last year?
Yeah, we've seen everything so far. We'll focus on St. John's, watching film, scouting. I think what we need mostly right now, and then I'll answer your question, is that rest. You did kind of rest, rebuild. You got finals. There's a lot of stuff going on in these kids' heads with all the school stuff. But if we shoot like this, those are incredible numbers. So it's going to be hard for teams to do that. And so this game was really good, I thought, for our offensive confidence. I think for our defensive confidence, we've got to improve immensely, as we move forward.
Mike, I know you said you wanted to keep the focus on the team mostly, but are you keeping a ball or a memento from tonight or anything?
Zach Zagorowski, Michael Carter Williams' father, gave me this. He says, "I want you to wear this in your first game." So I didn't wear it in Georgetown, and it's orange. So, listen. Hopefully, I'm trying to hold the fort down for one of the greatest coaches of all time. I'm trying to get us better, stay focused on that. I'll have my day one day, but just getting a win for these guys and getting some offensive confidence, I thought that's the biggest thing that I'm concentrating on right now. But I'm sure my wife will try to kiss me when I come home and say, "Congratulations, honey." I'm like, "Gosh, get out of here. I'm tired." Donnie didn't like it. I love my wife, but the kid. Any other questions?
All set?
Good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.